don't have much time left. I think we better check in with Fender. He'll want an update on what we've discovered. And we need to know what's going on over at the courthouse. But you just ran off, right? Isn't he supposed to be the prosecutor in charge? We're just updating Fender. Nothing else will change. Franziska will continue for the prosecution. Okay, is that really alright though? It's going to have to be. Like you say, Eustace ran off. Look, I hate to be a stickler for the details, but let's go over this just one more time, shall we? No murder weapon means no conclusive proof, means no conviction. That's all there is to it. Makes no sense. So lack of a murder weapon doesn't prove our client's innocence. Don't make me come over there and whip it into you. Ah! Eddie, darling, how much longer is this going to take? It's almost as if you're trying to drag this out for as long as possible. Sorry, thieves. It's our friend the prosecutor over there. She's stubborn as a friggin' mule. So give me the satisfactory explanation. I'll just have to keep whipping you until you can. So they're playing kangaroo court right now, okay? Seriously, I've already taken more licks than I've had birthdays. Come on, Miles, what's taking so long? I'm happy to buy you some time and all, but I'm taking a beating here. Oh, sorry, G, this one's important. Mind if I take it? Fine. Fender? Marzarino! Boy, am I ever glad to hear your voice. How's things on your end? We found Eustace. Sweet! And the knife? And the chisel? Unfortunately, he entrusted both to his father's care, which means Chairman Winner's the only person who knows where they are. Chairman Winner? But why would he? We're not quite sure of the specifics just yet. We do know Chairman Winner and Warden Lagarde have some sort of connection they'd rather others didn't know about. Gotcha. Guess the next move will be to get Celsius Winner on the stand. Best to hear the deets from the proverbial horse's mouth, right? I'll keep looking for the missing evidence. And for Sean. Shake a leg, will you, big guy? Can't keep this one from going to the judges much longer. We're a gnat's whisker from a verdict here. Understood. I wonder how long Judge Cavell's nerve can hold. This can't be easy for her. We need to hurry. How are things over at the Courthouse of Doom? They're going to call Chairman Winner to the stand. Who knows how that will go for them. Yeah, he's already stick to evidence stealing and kidnapping. What else is he capable of? Exactly. Perhaps we should look over any evidence we have relating to him just in case it might help. Good idea. Alright, leave it to me. Presenting a hot new piece of evidence fresh from the evidence oven. The gloves you found in his garage? Yes, I was thinking about those. Anything else? What about the case file from IS-7? Chairman Winner was involved in that, right? Yes, he helped suppress the evidence. It's probably a good idea to have the notes on hand. Excellent. Do we have anything else? We sure do. Last but far from least, there's this. Your Yatagaratsu pin? Okay. I asked for evidence related to Chairman Winner. Can you please try and take this seriously? Says the guy who spends his life presenting people with evidence that has nothing to do with anything. That's different. Very funny. Wait, that's Eustace? Huh? Hey, what are you doing here? Ah! Rude, he totally ignored me. What was he doing at the big building, I wonder? Let's go inside and see if we can figure out what he was up to. Yes, good idea. Huh? The hatch is wide open. Maybe Eustace opened it. Did Eustace really come down here?
Mr. Edgeworth, look! The safe is open!
I guess maybe he did come down here. We better take a closer look. Please tell me he has the stuff in. Oh, good man, Eustace! I think I better take a look, don't you? The owner will just have to forgive our prying. Is it a document of some kind?
Let's see. Yeah, a document. And there's a photo attached too.
This is a picture of...
That's Mr. Knight, right? Why is there a picture of him here? What's this paperwork about?
I'm not sure. Let's take a closer look. You were right, darling. This is some sort of connection between Knight and Canis. As you know, we've been trying to find out who Canis plays his city correspondence chess games with. Now we know. I'll be pulling Knight into my office for a thorough grilling tomorrow. And I'll make that worm admit he's Canis's lackey if it's the last thing I do. So you do your bit too and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. I'm sure it's still right in front of the planter where we left it. It seems to be some sort of report on Knight.
Yeah, it must be from right around the time he was killed.
We know Knight was killed while being interrogated in the prison warden's office. I think we can safely assume this document was written by Thiefy Lagarde, don't you?
I'd say so.
But who is it written for?
I guess whoever owns the safe?
I'd say it's likely to be the auctioneer, Excelsius winner himself.
Proof they really did know each other.
Indeed, and not only that, it proves another connection.
Huh?
Lagarde and Winner were trying to flush out Mr. Canis's henchman.
You mean Bertie Harmer Canis, right? The assassin guy with a soft spot for dogs?
Yes, something links the three of them, something they don't want anybody to know.
But what?
I don't know yet, but I suspect it has something to do with this case.
Wait, there's something else in here we've seen before.
Well, well, Mr. Knight. Your chess set and your ring are here too. All your possessions in one place.
Basically, the safe was full of evidence from the murder at the prison.
It would seem so.
Which means the missing knife and chisel might be in here too. Knife, chisel, knife, chisel. No dice. There's nothing in here apart from Mr. Knight's stuff.
Really? Curses. Knight may be dead. But he left unfinished business behind him. I think we need to find out what that was. I think that Eustace has run off with the weapons, don't you? Not sure what reason we'd have to look around all this stuff again. Could I interest you to some cotton candy, perhaps? Is it to kill her? I fucking knew it! I have ice cream too, but if I recall correctly, you weren't much of a fan. You! To kill her! It's wonderful to see you looking so well, Mr. Edgeworth. What are you doing here? It's just as I said, I'm selling cotton candy. Can I really not interest you in some? Parting Clouds, it's called. Very apt. Sweeter than death itself, and so delicious.
You'll feel like you're parting the clouds en route to heaven.
He's the last person on Earth I'd accept candy from.
I was hoping to ask you about my little message. Did you manage to figure it out yet?
Have you been watching us the whole time?
Watching you? No. I prefer to think I've been watching over you. The stand here really is the most marvellous little vantage point.
How are the two things any different? What does he want with us? The President's murder. Was that you?
Oh no, my contract elapsed a little while ago. He was rather famous among us assassins, you know. The man no one could kill, notoriously stubborn despite multiple attempts over the years. And it wasn't just his brawn that kept him safe. He used bodyguards, body doubles, you name it.
Certainly wasn't his brawn that kept him safe. Sadly, this time the bodyguards were nowhere to be found.
And after Mr. Rook died to save him too. As I said, it wasn't me. I do not kill without good reason. Which is something else I have to be grateful to Mr. Rook for. Thanks to him, I avoided killing someone entirely unworthy of my attention.
Thanks to... what does he mean?
The person who hired me deliberately misled me to the identity of my target. A betrayal of trust for which I soon won't forgive them. This is why I'm currently doing all I can to track them down. And you know what I think? I think you and I are looking for the same person.
Is he talking about whoever it was that killed the President? And who is this person, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh, come now, I can't tell you that. It's against the rules. Revealing the identity of a client is out of the question. I'd hardly stay in business long if people couldn't trust me now, could I? But that doesn't mean there's anything to stop me from catching up with them in my free time. What are you going to do when you find them? Why, dish out a little justice for the betrayal I suffered, of course. What? You're saying, what's going to happen to them? I think you can imagine.
Well, this hasn't exactly been a pleasant catch-up.
Oh, but I shouldn't leave you completely in the dark. There's something you ought to know. Our mutual friend, Birdie Harmer Canis, he escaped 3 days ago.
What?
Oh, I better remember his fucking voice now, hadn't I? 3 nights ago, to be precise, his cell was suddenly simply empty. Almost as if he knew I was coming to pay him a visit.
Wait, Tequila went to visit Canis in prison? Does that mean he's the person Tequila's looking for?
Now, I better not take up any more of your time. We'll be seeing one another again soon, I'm sure. Let's both keep up the good work, shall we? We'll run our target into the ground We'll run our target to ground in the end.
First Tequila, now Canis. 2 assassins on the loose. Huh, that's sound.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's Judge Gavell's cell phone.
Could it be Sean?
How's it going, Miles?
Whoever it is using a voice changer. Who is this?
It's your friend in the red raincoat, of course.
Red raincoat? You're the one who abducted Kay.
Bingo. Well figured out, Mr. Genius Prosecutor. I can't hear Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. Where's the speakerphone button?
I was as surprised as anybody when she lost her memory like that. Talk about a curveball. Hey, I'm standing right here, you know. But never mind all that. I called to talk about something else. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill Little Miss Rosie Ringer.
What? This must be the person the killer was talking about.
I also called to say thank you.
I neither want or need your thanks.
Sure, but you deserve them anyway. Guess the penny didn't drop yet, huh? You're right, I abducted Kay as you put it. But why would I do that? That's right. I needed you to help me make sure Winner got caught.
No.
If Kay was a suspect, you'd have to look into it. If you looked into it, you'd be sure to unmask him eventually. After all, you're a genius, right? Everything worked out exactly like I planned. But there's something else you should know. Something you didn't figure out yet. It wasn't Winner who kidnapped Judge Gavel's boy.
How did you know about that?
You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me.
How could they possibly know about that? She didn't even use her real name when she visited. She pretended to be Gumshoe.
Anyway, you want to know how I knew about the kidnapping? That one's nice and simple at least. Because sweet innocent little Sean is here with me right now.
What?
No! Sounds like that one was a real surprise. If only I could see your faces. Well, Kay, what do you say? Why don't you come and steal him back just like you said you would? You wouldn't want the amazing Yatagaratsu's first commission to be a failure, would you?
They even know about that?
How can they possibly know so much?
Oh, don't get the wrong idea. About dear old Excelsius, by the way. Papa Winner's still a villain through and through. He wanted to kidnap Sean. I just got here first.
So there's two kidnapping plots?
Oh, what a bunch of clowns. His goons kidnapped his own son by mistake.
Is Sean really there with you? Prove it. Put him on the phone.
Oh, he's here, but I'm afraid I can't do that. He's sleeping. So sweet.
Then why should we believe you? You might not even be the kidnapper at all.
Look, if you don't want to believe me, that's up to you.
What do you want? What's the end game here? Are you just trying to get Lagarde acquitted?
No, I couldn't give a shit whether Archie was guilty or not.
So whoever it is, they're not after the same thing as Chairman Winner.
My end game is going to have to stay secret for now. Alright, nice talking to you. You kids have fun, okay?
Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this.
Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That will be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice very high.
Oh,
Who was that?
I wish I knew. They didn't give us enough to figure that out. Deliberately, I imagine.
You really have nothing to go on? That's not fair. They sure knew a lot about us.
Indeed they did. You're right. It was uncanny how much they seemed to know. How is it possible that they were party to so much that happened in private?
Right, they knew everything about the whole kidnapping situation too.
We need to figure out how. Where were they getting their information from? Let's consider this carefully. What were the things they knew?
The good judge and you are more similar than I think you might be becoming friends. She visited you at the detention center. The amazing Yatagaratsu's first commission.
That's it. Based on the specifics they mentioned, there's only one possible answer. I've got it, Kay. I know how they knew.
Really?
Whoever it was, they're listening. They must have been able to hear us somehow. It's the only possible answer.
Like they were eavesdropping on us?
Think about what the kidnapper just said.
If only I could see your faces.
That means they couldn't, so they weren't filming or following us.
Okay, so what, they hid a bug somewhere? Let me take a look at the stuff in my bag.
Where could they have concealed it? We need to go back to what they said again. Yes, they somehow knew about something they shouldn't have.
Oh, excuse me.
Judge Gaville's impromptu visit and our conversation in the visitor's room. What evidence did I have on my person at that point? The bug must have been...
It's in the badge, isn't it?
Take that!
Kay, can I take a closer look at your badge?
The Yatagaratsu pin? No, it's mine.
What?
Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth. Sure, you're a great feat assistant now. That doesn't mean you get to wear the pin right away. You have to earn it.
I don't want to wear it. I want to check it for bugs.
Huh? This old thing?
Let's take a look, shall we?
Huh? Whoa.
So I was right.
How did you know?
Whoever we were dealing with came into close contact with you recently.
When you knocked me unconscious, you mean?
Precisely. Which made us think the bug must be one of your possessions. But they also overheard my conversation with Judge Gaville when she visited me. Something that would have been impossible if I didn't have the bug on my person at the time.
I get it. You fought back over what they let you keep hold of when they locked you up.
Yes, all the case evidence I was carrying had been confiscated. I mean, the only thing I could possibly have had was your pin.
So they were listening to us the whole time? They heard everything we said?
I suspect so. Everything to do with this case and more.
Wait, they're probably listening to what we're saying right now.
They may well be, yes.
Hey, jerkface!
Kay!
Eavesdropping coward! Why don't you come out and show yourself?
Huh? What was that sound?
Ow, 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 dang it. Look, it's Tabby. Y'all sure know how to surprise a girl. You gotta shout that loud without a word of warning? Made me jump halfway out my skin. Sorry. What's getting you so ordinary, anyhow? Get a load of this. Seriously, it'll make your blood boil. It will, huh? I'm all ears.
I wonder if we might be better off keeping that to ourselves, Kay. Assuming we don't want to be all over the front page of tomorrow's paper, that is.
Oh, thanks. You walked right into that. Aw, come on, you're no fun at all.
I was counting on you opening up and spilling the beans over this here plaza.
I better switch off the butt before I forget.
So, did you find that here kidnapped kitty?
Speaking of which, the child you saw being taken away, was it the boy in this photograph?
Huh? No, that ain't him. The kid I saw looked dumber and mud and even had on some fancy skull uniform. No prizes for guessing who she means.
So Miss Lloyd managed to confuse matters once again. I think we better take another look around. Back to square one. Hope we'll turn up some new information soon. There's only 20 minutes left until 2. Are we going to make it in time?
Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, I just had a thought, all about that phone call. There was a weird noise in the background, right?
There was. Wait, she's right. We had a loud bang right at the end. Could that provide a hint as to the kidnapper's location?
A loud bang, you say? I see.
Oh, will you stop eavesdropping?
Boy, you couldn't get any cuddlier, could you, Raffles?
I guess I need to speak with Miss Lloyd too, as much as I don't want to.
How about that? A little help from little old me and you made a giant leap closer to solving the case. Closer, sure. If you mean by closer, we may end up going after the completely wrong kidnap victim.
She must have barely looked at the photo at all.
Really? And here I thought I'd given you all the tip of the century. My bad.
It's not your fault. It's us for putting our trust in unreliable sources. We'll just have to learn not to do that again.
Hey, that ain't nice. I don't gotta give you no tips at all, you know, and I won't if you're gonna be like that. Oh, fine, maybe just this one. But only because I got a real scoop for you this time.
A real scoop, This should be good. Fine. I'm not expecting much, but you got my attention. What's this scoop of yours?
Proof, that's what. Proof Torotosaurus really is real.
Alright, Kay, we're leaving.
Wait. I ain't lying, I swear. Sure, it's hard to believe, but it's true.
We don't have time for this. But we also don't have much else to go on, I suppose. Oh, proof? What kind of proof? You kept yourself in your tape recorder, perhaps?
You're good, Raffles. Sharper than a gosh dang tack. I captured the scent of that big old beastie breathing fire is what I captured.
I was hoping for something a little better than that.
Hey, don't make that face, dang it. I ain't lying. Listen to yourself and tell me it ain't true. Ready? It's a fire-breathing time, dagnabbit. There. Well? Kinda hard to tell over the shouting, but it could have been something breathing fire, maybe?
And tell me, Miss Lloyd, did you see this fire-breathing something with your own eyes?
Well, not exactly with my eyes as such. Being as how I wasn't precisely close by when it happened.
Surely the real tortural source would be pretty hard to miss, no matter how far away you were standing.
Well, see, I was far away, but also recording via what you might call non-standard means.
Would you mind explaining what you mean by that?
I really dug myself in a hole here, huh? See, Matt could have rigged me up a little wireless interceptor and do a little scoop detecting. That's so sad. Poor poor insect.
Not an insect, Kay, an intercept. She was listening out for radio signals. It would have allowed her to listen to any nearby transmissions.
Me and the chief's been down here in the last big building sniffing around these last couple of days.
Looking into Miss Hart's tip about the underground auction, I assume? Which would mean you've been listening in on all the radio signals in the area too.
Sure have, which is how I wound up hearing the most thunderous, ear-splitting noise you ever did hear. The pounding of feet, the electricity in the air. This was it. Tartarosaurus at last. You made up everything except the roaring sound, didn't you?
The long and short of it is you didn't exactly see anything, correct?
Hey, I don't need to see things. Am I right here? Anyhow, I kept listening till down the line comes your pal's there's voice hollering thick to the band.
Our apologies for that. I'm sure Kay didn't mean to bowl you over with her little outburst. I assume it was just as shocking because you didn't hear it directly. It came through your headphones while you were listening to the signal from the bug, didn't it?
Are you saying she planted it? Hey, come on now, I ain't no buggin', just a little light-hearted intercepting is all.
Would you mind if we borrowed the tape of what you recorded, Miss Lloyd?
Do what you dang well, please. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
Mr. Saint, Miss Berry.
Oh, hello, Money. How's it going? Did you find him? Not yet. Poor Sean. Sean? Nothing, just a slip of the tongue.
I guess they don't know about the kidnapping. We did manage to find Eustace, yes.
You did? That's great. Thanks so much. Now maybe they won't arrest me again. Well, that was kind of pointless. Gumshoe! Stop, Gummy, why are you running away from us?
Detective Gumshoe?
When you gave up your badge, sir, I didn't know what to do with myself. So I thought, if you weren't going to be a prosecutor no more, maybe I shouldn't be a detective either. But I was wrong. Even if you're not around, I'll always be a detective. My job will always be to investigate crimes. And us detectives don't just investigate when the prosecutors ask us to. We have to be able to look into stuff ourselves too.
Is that what you were doing right now?
And back then too. So Rosie Linger's autopsy report.
When I went down to detention centre to see how Kay was doing,
You ever heard that? Yeah.
Yeah, I went back and looked over the evidence, dug out a little something I thought might help.
No way, Gummy, you're the best. I'd be in prison right now if it wasn't for you.
My pleasure, kid. Good to see you got your memory back, by the way.
Thanks.
So anyway, like I said, I'm investigating stuff for myself these days, and that's it.
Wait, Gummy, don't run off again. We get it. You're looking to stuff by yourself now. That's great. It helped me right when I needed it the most.
Right now, we need you to work with us. I'm no longer a prosecutor, or indeed an anything, but we're investigating a case regardless. And I ask you not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Detective Gumshoe, will you please help us? Stop it, sir. You're killing me here.
Come on, Gummy.
Alright, I'll do it. Just stop bowing and being nice to me, okay? It's weird.
Gummy!
Thank you, Detective. So what do you need? Can you tell us what you discovered in the course of your investigation, Detective? Yes, sir, I sure can. Alright, I've got 3 big things to tell ya. Here it goes. Number 1, I've got some results for you for when forensics looked at Kay's clothes. They found traces that look like They found traces of what looked like to be a powerful sedative. Brand was 3Ds. I guess it's what she was drugged with at Gourd Lake before she was taken to the roof of the big building. Sure seems that way. Now for number 2. I got hold of all the footage from the security camera in front of the big building elevator. The camera that captured President Wang and Judge Gavelle that night. The elevator is usually a way of getting onto the roof, correct? And therefore anyone using it would have been caught on camera? That's right. So on the tape back 2 nights ago, we should have been able to see Kay being carried up there when she was out cold.
Did you spot me, Gummy?
I watched it all on fast forward, everything from 2 days ago till the end. Yes, and? Nothing. No sign of Kay anywhere. I thought it was too good to be true. So how'd the kidnapper get her up there? I think we'll need to look into that in a little more detail. And the last item on your list? Yes, sir. This is the big one. The third thing I have to tell you is... It's great to be working with you again. I hope you catch this permit as the last thing I do. And that about wraps it up. I put you through a lot, Detective. That doesn't mean I can start going easy on you. That's the big one, as you put it. It doesn't even have anything to do with the case. I would have preferred something of practical use. No mercy, huh? Guess I shouldn't have expected any less. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. A boy has been kidnapped. We need your help to find him. Kidnapped? Yes, his name's Sean Finn. Oh, wait, the kid with the horns? You know him? I saw him earlier today. You mean this morning? Yeah, he got off that bus over there and then he walked off towards the garbage disposal area.
Where's that?
Just over there. Where all the officers in the big building put the trash before it gets taken away. Where he went after that, I couldn't tell you. I had to leave right around then. I think we better take a close look at this garbage disposal area. You're amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. How did you find Prosecutor Winner?
It was Joe's investigative magic, that's how.
It was pure luck, actually, but never mind. So you didn't even need our help, huh?
That's not true. Thanks so much for joining in the search. Where'd you look, by the way?
This place is a little way called Sunshine Coliseum. Do you know it? Sunshine Coliseum, over by the harbour. There's a whole bunch of people there for a work event. We thought it might be worth a look.
You mean like a festival? Oh, that sounds fun. I wish I could have gone and checked it out.
Yeah, it was super fun. food stands and fireworks.
Simon didn't like the crowds much, but...
Hey, you don't have to tell them that.
Alright, it's decided. When this case is finally over, we're all going to the festival together.
That was the bang, wasn't it? Kind of lucky you found prosecutor winner so quickly. Lucky? In what way? We have to go practice soon for the show. We wouldn't have been able to be much help for much longer anyway. I see. I'm sorry to have kept you from your duties at the circus. No, it's nothing to worry about, really. We're glad to help. I'll do anything if it helps make sure they don't arrest me again. You really helped me out by finding him. I'm so relieved.
Of course, just because they found him doesn't mean they'll find Warren Lagarde guilty.
Huh? You mean they might still throw me back in jail? No, I can't go back, I can't. Come on, Cade, you really have to torment the poor boy. Mr. Sage, you mentioned fireworks before. Huh? Fireworks? Yes, at the event at the Colosseum where they were setting them off even during daylight hours. Yeah, a bunch went off while we were there.
What are you thinking, Mr. Edgeworth?
The loud bang we heard. What if that was a firework?
Huh?
For the bang to be clearly audible over the telephone, it must have been pretty loud.
Which means fireworks, which means the Colosseum, so the kidnapper's near there, right? But how near? If the fireworks were that loud, you could probably hear them from pretty far away.
Yes, the area we need to search would be too broad to consider doing ourselves. If the police were to lend a hand...
Better give them a reason to then, hadn't we? Need all my friends went out looking. But you beat us to it. No fair.
The friends? I guess she means the animals. Today is the first public performance of your new show, correct?
Oui, it sure is. We practiced so hard for this one.
We? So Mr. Saint will be performing too?
Of course, we practiced harder than anybody. Even if we did spend the whole time saying no, no, no. He even went up in a balloon to spread the word from the sky. Are you going to see him perform today? It will mean so much to him.
Of course, assuming we can solve the case before then. Did you say you enlisted the help of the animals in your search?
Yep, and if...
Ah, fucking hell, Wolfie, get it out.
Oui, and if it had been as intelligent, we might have found something. But Simon's big old scaredy cat was all, no, put a stop to that. It's so boring.
If it weren't for Mr. Saint, the whole town would probably be in uproar right now.
Ah, come on, Simone, why would you do that? Setting the whole circus loose in the city would have been super fun.
I'm sorry. To you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. Why are you apologising to me? I'm the one person who didn't say anything.